U.S. Air Force, Baghdad, 2003, true story. On April 7, 2003, the skies over Baghdad were alive with fire. Major Kim Campbell, a U.S. Air Force pilot, was flying an A-10 Thunderbolt II, a slow, heavily armored attack aircraft designed to support troops on the ground. Her mission was clear: protect advancing soldiers from enemy fire during the early days of the Iraq War. The A-10 was built to take damage. That day, it proved why. As Campbell descended into the combat zone, Iraqi anti-aircraft guns opened up. Tracer rounds climbed toward her aircraft like burning ropes. The radio crackled with warnings, but there was little room to maneuver. Ground forces needed help immediately. Then it happened. A burst of enemy fire tore into her jet. The cockpit lights exploded into red warnings. The aircraft lurched violently. Suddenly, the controls went dead. No hydraulics, no stability assist, no normal flight systems. Her jet was flying only by cables and muscle. Most modern fighter jets would have crashed instantly. The A-10 did not. Campbell quickly assessed the damage. One engine was barely functioning. The tail was shredded. The aircraft felt heavy, slow, and unstable. Alarms screamed continuously. Every manual checklist said the same thing: eject. She looked down. Below her were American troops engaged in combat. If she ejected, the damaged aircraft would crash into the battlefield, possibly onto friendly forces. She made a decision that would define her career. "I'm not leaving," she said aloud in the cockpit. Using manual reversion, a backup system so difficult that pilots rarely practice it in real combat, Campbell fought the aircraft back under control. Every movement required physical force. The jet responded seconds late. Turning felt like dragging iron through the sky. Enemy fire continued. Still, she stayed long enough to finish her support run, ensuring troops below could move safely. Only then did she turn away from Baghdad, aiming for the nearest friendly airbase. The flight home felt endless. With no hydraulics, landing was extremely dangerous. The aircraft could flip, collapse, or slide off the runway. Emergency crews lined the airfield expecting the worst. Campbell approached fast and steady. The A-10 slammed onto the runway hard. The landing gear barely held. Sparks flew. The jet skidded but stayed upright. She stopped. Alive. When ground crews reached the aircraft, they were stunned. The A-10 was riddled with holes. Large sections of the tail were missing. One hydraulic system was completely destroyed, the other nearly gone. The jet should not have flown, let alone landed. Maintenance crews later counted dozens of direct hits. Major Kim Campbell climbed out calmly, helmet under her arm. She had saved her aircraft. She had protected ground troops, and she had proven that training, courage, and determination could overpower chaos. The A-10 was repaired. Campbell flew again. Her story is now taught in Air Force training programs worldwide, not as a legend, but as a real example of refusal